Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be going over a few Pokemon to destroy the new meta. So we're going to be taking a look at the old school, the old trusty Skarmory. So we're just going to be going with the standard moves here and also pairing it up with Whiscash, which is also going to be doing great. If it has an encounter with grass, well, we do have the Skarmory to protect it, as well as potentially going up against an electric type for the Skarmory, then the Whiscash can also protect it from that. So they're kind of a great team here, and it does well. So we're going to see many examples going up against Noctowl and even Pelipper, a few other Pokemon, and Whiscash, as well as the Skarmory just put in the work, because you are going to be able to wall those flyers with that Skarmory. With that said, if you do enjoy my videos, give it a thumbs up, and we're going to be pairing it up with Toxicroak. We got two different ones here, just swapping in and out. I don't know, I was using the regular one, then I decided, okay, let's go ahead and use the Shadow, or Shadow Toxicroak, yeah, that'd be crazy, the Shiny. Alright, so first example here, great, up against the Noctowl, so we are loaded up on energy, we are low on health here. Sky Attack's not going to be enough, Shadow Ball is just, that's plenty actually, yeah, that'll do it. And the Sky Attack's actually enough, oh boy. So here we go, bringing in the Toxicroak to counter down this Noctowl here, but they're going to be retreating and bringing in that Scrafty, and I think the best thing to do is just farm them down at this point. A Foul Play is not very effective, but it still does respectable amounts of damage, so they're getting that through. They got two shields, I just need to get off two of these Mud Bombs, and we're going to be able to take that win. So folks, let's go ahead and have a little bit of a, not really a story time, but I'm going to be in Flagstaff, Arizona, so if you are in the area and I have time, you see a lure, come up to me, say hi, say what's good, I might have a pin for you. Maybe we can do some battles, who knows, take some pictures, and maybe I can add you to my friends list, or whatever the case may be. Alright, so up against this Charizard here. Some story time that was, right? We'll talk more, maybe. But we don't got the longest video. So you got to see what move they have. So seeing that the wing attack was just buffed, everybody wants to go with it. So the Charizard has it, so I figured we're going to be okay here. Calling their, well, do we call the Dragon Claw? No, we're shielding it all. Using both shields, and they swap into Lantern. Now here you go. Here we go. Let's talk about this situation here. Lantern is everywhere. Why? Because it's good. And you're going to see the meta is now flying, right? So that's where the good old trusty Whiscash comes into play. Now Toxicroak also helps us here too, because counter's doing a great amount of damage, and Mud Bomb's super effective without any stab, of course, but it's still going to be doing quite a bit, while Whiscash is just walling. It walls it pretty good. You're still taking a decent amount of damage from their Surf, right? So we are going to be retreating with energy on the Whiscash up against the Wall Rain and bringing in the Skarmory here. And that's Shadow, so it's going to be doing a little bit of extra damage up against our Steel and Flying type. And we're going to be getting off that Sky Attack. They're swapping into our Charizard, so it's a good thing I didn't go for Brave Bird. Now we're going to be able to get off another one on the Charizard. They're using the last shield, sounds good to me. Remember, we do have energy on that Whiscash. We have no more shields left, but we're going to throw it in immediately here. Get to the Mud Bomb, and I think the Whiscash is actually going to be able to finish this off for us. Yeah, Toxicroak's just sitting on the sideline, just croaking it up, just chilling, while Whiscash and Skarmory take care of the wins for us. Alright, moving it on to our next battle here. Alright, there is that Lantern, so this is why we have Toxicroak and the Whiscash. So we immediately swap into our Toxicroak, because we don't want to go into our hard counter. And they're bringing in a Primate, which is just fantastic, no problem. If they shield this up, not going to be an issue. But we're going to be looking a lot better if they let it go. So they do, and they're bringing in a Noctowl. Okay, sounds good. We're going to go straight for that Sludge Bomb. And you can already see where this is going here, right? So we're going to be bringing in our Skarmory, of course. And then we have the Whiscash to take care of that Lantern in the back. So this team was doing pretty good. Give it a shot. Although there is the easy mode, hard mode account, so beware of that. You might just get hard countered all day long, while some people just simply get easy leads all day for some reason. It's crazy. So we're up against that Lantern here. Going to start spamming that Mud Bomb and having a little fun. You can let a lot of these Surfs go. While they do have that Spark, it's not really doing any damage at all. You don't have to worry about that taking you out whatsoever. Although they will be able to spam it at a decent rate while you are too. So let's get it. We've gotten both shields and we're still holding on to two ourselves. Of course, we're going to start to use them right about now. And they are going to be able to spam this. So expecting them to swap, there it is. Noctowl being brought back into the fight. And what we're going to do is farm them all the way down here. I do believe that's the play. I think that's what we do, yeah, farming them down here, and now we're just going to start hitting the Brave Bird up against this Lantern. We might be able to even go for a Sky Attack. Ooh, no. I was trying to, look at that. And I just make the decision to go for another Brave Bird at the end. I was like, let's just finish this off with the Skarmory up against the Lantern. Yeah, let's do that. And Skarmory taking the win up against them. Let's go, the Water and Electric type. Next battle, we're met with a Swampert. This is okay. Nothing particularly horrible here. I mean, Toxicroak doesn't really want to see it too much, even though it's an okay matchup here. And then the Whiscash, it's not a great matchup because of the spammy Hydro Cannon. Oh, and by the way, on my list that I did make yesterday, I forgot to include Swampert because there's too many Swamperts in circulation right now. I mean, we just had those Mega Raids, which you were able to get it by evolving, which for some reason they didn't say that you can do that. And also when you do catch them in the raids after doing the Mega Swampert, you're going to be able to get the Hydro Cannon one. That's not going to say that you don't have a Shadow or something. So yes, evolve your Swamperts. That's definitely going to be probably number 1 or 2 on the list if I had included it, but I completely spaced that out. So there is that. Swampert's good, super annoying, and we'll just leave it at that. Anyway, they're going to be catching a Mud Bomb with their Noctowl. Very nice catch. Okay. They're shieldless, so we're going to be able to get to the Brave Bird with our Skarmory. While they're not really going to be able to farm us down still, they're going to have to kind of throw here. And that's exactly what they could probably take us out now with the Sky Attack. Yeah, no problem at all. It's not very effective, but it's doing enough. Bringing in the Toxicroak, and we're obviously going to have to shield this up, and we're going to have a decent amount of energy coming out of this here. Down they go. Bringing in the Swampert, getting off this Mud Bomb before they hit me with a stinking Hydro Cannon, or worse, which are not getting to that Earthquake anyway. And they have a Galarian Stunfisk in the back, and I'm like, oh, I figured I'm going to lose this. They're going to be able to simply outpace me here, unfortunately. But it is very close, and there it is. So good game to my opponent at that one there. Definitely going to be hitting me with an Earthquake and taking that win. Nice. Good game. Moving it on to our next opponent. What are we going to see here? And if you do enjoy my content, please give it a thumbs up. It really does help me out quite a bit. Met with an Altaria. We do just beat that. That's an old school battle. If you were not around in the beginning, Skarmory Altaria battle was something very common. Alright, so they're going to be swapping into their Galarian Stunfisk. Unfortunately, we're going to have to use a shield here. And of course, they're going to be bringing back their Altaria. But we should be able to get to 2 Mud Bombs, which should force them to throw a Sky Attack and not farm us all the way down. Or use a shield to protect themselves from one of these Sludge Bombs. Still doing a lot of damage. That's why Toxicroak is so good here. Unfortunately, yeah, no, we're not getting to the next one, and they are farming me all the way down. Okay, I take that back. And they're building up a lot of energy and then swapping into their Lantern. So here we go. We got alignment. It's looking great here. Even if they have a bunch of energy on that Altaria, the Skarmory's still going to be able to absorb the Moonblast, the Sky Attack. It's not very effective. And Skarmory can take a hit, even if it's super effective. Alright, let's go. So we're going to have to shield this thing up at all costs to protect it. We just need to win this matchup because Skarmory does not want to go up against the Lantern. That's a horrible matchup for it, right? Alright, so we're getting the first shield out of them. And at this point, I'm thinking, ooh, it's looking like they're going to almost outpace me. They're going to definitely try to catch, and there it is. There it was. If I did not throw in my Skarmory right when they threw in their Altaria here to kind of absorb this, we would have lost. So we're farming them down, and they back out. They knew it was up. It was up. Time's over. All right, moving it on to the next battle, folks. What are we going to see here? Leading with that Skarmory, and we're met with a Gliscor. And again, this is another one of those meta Pokemon people keep using, which Skarmory completely shuts down. And of course, there's the Lantern followed right behind it that everybody seems to want to keep on using. Great, and I don't blame you. There's a ton of flyers, so keep on coming with those Lanterns. Bring it on. Alright, so Whiscash is going to have a blast here. We've already gotten 1 shield out of him. And like we've seen before, we can let these first charge moves go. The next one, we're going to start to shield up. Alright, so it is going to take about 2 Mud Bombs to take out that Lantern. But they're going to be double shielding. So we're going to go ahead and do the same. We need to win this matchup. I wouldn't say at all costs, but yeah, we got to be very cautious. But they're going to be making a swap to catch with that Medicham, and we immediately bring in the Skarmory, go for the Sky Attack energy that we had built up. And at this point, we're going to go ahead and farm them all the way down. And they're going to obviously bring in that Lantern here, and they're kind of locking me into this situation, but it's pretty much a wrap for them. They back out after that. We take the win. Skarmory putting in that damn work with the Whiscash. Let's go. Next battle, another Altaria. You love to see it. Let's see if they want to stay into this fight here, or are they going to retreat with energy? So obviously you don't want to go for a Brave Bird because they're just going to be lowering your attack and they could shield it up. So just go for the Sky Attack. You'll win this matchup, no problem at all. Just make sure you don't throw a Sky Attack into a Steel or a Rock type here, right? So there it is. Look at this matchup, looking great. We're just going to be able to outpace them to another Sky Attack. Do they want to shield it up? They let it go. Great. They're going to farm us down with what, a Lantern? and a Zuberol. Okay, so this is an old school matchup as well. And in the back, we do not have particularly anything that's going to really want to see it. If they shield this up, we're in big trouble, and they let it go. Thank goodness. And it's going to be a CMP tie. And I do believe we're going to be able to take the win as soon as they see this Wishcast. They back out, and we're looking good. If you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching, and take care.
Sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!
Touch the cat. This is the best day